Hey, welcome back, everyone. I'm so glad you are here with us today, especially because yesterday was one of our tougher episodes. But here's the good news. Today complements it, and it shows us the other side of what we talked about yesterday. So let me ask you this question. What would it look like to live like the new you? All right, let's dive into our reading, Colossians chapter 3, verses 10 through 14. Paul continues and says, and have put on the new self, which is being renewed in knowledge in the image of its creator. Here there is no Jew or Gentile, circumcised or uncircumcised, barbarian, Scythian, slave or free, but Christ is all and is in all. Therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourself with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. Bear with each other and forgive one another. If any of you has a grievance against someone, forgive as the Lord forgave you. And over all these virtues, put on love, which binds them together in perfect unity. Okay, so yesterday, Paul gives us this laundry list of sins that we need to put to death. Today, we get a laundry list of virtues that we are to be applying to our lives. So the same story that I told you yesterday about the two dogs fighting within us applies. And let me ask you this question. What is it that you're feeding? Have you ever heard this saying, the best defense is a good offense? That's what Paul is communicating to us. Rather than give in to all of those other things that were pulling us away from Christ, we should be focusing our energy and our efforts into doing the things that move us towards Christ. We're going to feed those things. You know, growing up in the church that I grew up in, it was heavy in activity. I jokingly say that we were so busy with our church, we didn't have time to backslide. We'd go to church on Sunday morning, go eat with our church friends for lunch afterwards, and then we'd go to church Sunday night because we had another service in the evening, and then we'd go have dinner with those same friends. Monday night was Bible study, Tuesday night was English service, Wednesday night was Spanish service, Thursday night was choir practice because Friday we were singing somewhere. You get my point? We were busy. And as humorous as that example might be, there's a point to be made. What would happen if we filled our days with things that glorified God? We listened to worship music in our car. We were listening to messages on podcasts. The things that we read are godly things, books that help us to be formed into the image of Christ. A good offense can be the best kind of defense. And so, Paul, I believe this is what he's talking about. And he uses this language. He says, put on the new self. You give yourself to doing these things, and you're going to find yourself distancing more and more from the things that pull you away from Christ. Now, as you go into prayer and in your quiet time today, I want you to read over this list once more and ask yourself, which of these traits do I need more of in my life? Which of these things do I need to put into practice in my life? With that, start a plan. Let's go after those things and let's become deeply formed Christians. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you back tomorrow.